Georgia vs. Florida live stream. Watch online. TV channel. Kickoff time. Prediction. Expert picks. Number 1 Georgia will be trying to extend the nation's longest winning streak to 25 games Saturday when it faces rival Florida in Jacksonville, Florida, in the SEC on CBS Game of the Week. The Bulldogs have won back-to-back meetings and 5 of the last 6 over the Gators in this storied rivalry. The Bulldogs won a sloppy 37-20 affair over Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago in Nashville in a game that saw tight end Brock Bowers suffer an ankle injury that will keep him out of Saturday's game. Last week's bye gave coach Kirby Smart and the offensive staff some extra time to develop a plan without its superstar in the lineup. The Gators also had last week off. The last time they took the field, quarterback Graham Mertz played the game of his life in a thrilling 41-39 win over South Carolina 2 weeks ago. The fifth-year junior threw for 423 yards and 3 touchdowns on the night, including a game-winning 21-yard strike to Ricky Pearsall with 47 seconds left in the game. What will happen when the two rivals tee it up on the banks of the St. Johns River? Let's break down the matchup and make picks straight up and against the spread. Georgia vs. Florida. Need to know. All eyes on Delp. Sophomore Oscar Delp was the number 51 overall player and top tight end in the class of 2022, according to 247 Sports. He steps into the spotlight as the number 1 tight end on the depth chart in place of Bowers. He's a 6'5", 245-pounder who, like Bowers, is cut from the new age of pass-catching tight ends. While he's only a sophomore, Smart is comfortable with what he has learned during his brief career. I think being around Darnell, Washington, and Brock last year was a great learning tool for him, because from a side of being a Y and a physical blocker, he got to see Darnell and B and him. And he got to see Brock do the things he's done, Smart said on Monday. I think being around Darnell, Washington, and Brock last year was a great learning tool for him, because from a side of being a Y and a physical blocker, he got to see Darnell and B and him. And he got to see Brock do the things he's done. Is Delp going to be as successful as Bowers? Probably not. That's too much to ask. However, it'll be fascinating to see how the offense clicks with Delp in the offense instead of Bowers, who served as the focal point during the first 6+ games. Can Mertz build off of his success? Mertz was phenomenal against the Gamecocks, which helped shape the identity of a Florida offense that has progressed nicely through the first half of the season. History would tell you the Bulldogs' defense is going to make life difficult for Mertz by harassing him on nearly every throw. Surprisingly, though, the Bulldog defense ranks number 87 in FBS in pressure rate at 30.3%. That will probably have to change if Georgia is going to slow down Mertz. He is completing 79.5% of his passes and averaging 8.6 yards per attempt. He's tossed 11 touchdowns and only 1 interception when he isn't under duress. Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.